This is not a comet, this is a planet and it is dying. In the total darkness of space, not all planets blow up in a huge explosion. Some die a slow, totally insane death bleeding out into space. And right now we have a front row seat to the most extreme one ever found. What you're looking at is a real-life cosmic beatdown. Scientists have found a small, rocky world that is being literally boiled alive by its own star. It's so close and so hot that its surface is probably just molten rock. It's blasting a giant stream of vaporized minerals into space, making a crazy comet-like tail. This isn't a movie. This is the insane end of a planet's life, and it's showing us secrets we have never been able to see before. So how do you even find a ghost in a cosmic graveyard? You look for its shadow. Astronomers weren't even looking for a dying planet, they were doing normal planet hunting missions with insane telescopes like NASA's Kepler and TESS. These telescopes stare at hundreds of thousands of stars, just waiting for the tiny dip in light when a planet crosses in front. It's called the transit method. Normally, this dip in starlight is a super clean U-shape. The star gets a little dimmer, stays dim while the planet crosses, and then gets bright again. But with a few of these crazy systems, astronomers saw something completely different. The dimming was messy, super deep, and lopsided. The star's light would dim, but then it would take way longer to get back to normal, like something was trailing behind the planet. One of the first and most insane examples is a planet called Kepler 1520b. When they first saw it in 2012, its light curve was so weird it blew their minds. The amount of light it blocked changed like crazy with every orbit, from almost nothing to a gigantic 1.3% of the star's light. For a tiny rocky world, that's an impossible shadow. The only way it made sense was that they weren't just seeing a planet, they were seeing a giant, trailing cloud of dust. They had found a world that was literally falling apart. Since then, only a few more of these have been found, making them one of the rarest types of planets we know. Every single one is a cosmic crime scene, and astronomers are racing to figure out what happened. So, what in the universe could make a planet tear itself apart? The answer is a brutal 1-2 punch of heat and gravity. These disintegrating worlds are what we call ultra-short period planets. They orbit their stars at a terrifyingly close distance. Take Kepler 1520b. It whips around its star in just over 15 hours. To give you an idea of how fast that is, Mercury, the closest planet to our Sun, takes 88 days to do the same thing. These planets are basically skimming the surface of their own suns. At that distance, the side of the planet stuck facing the star is roasted to temperatures you can't even imagine, over 2000 degrees Celsius or nearly 3600 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hot enough to not just melt rock, but to literally vaporize it. The planet's surface is boiling away into space. This creates a tail. But this isn't a normal comet tail made of ice or gas. That stuff would have burned off ages ago. No, this tail is made of dust, tiny bits of minerals and silicates, the very rock the planet is made of. The star's radiation then blasts this dust cloud away, creating a massive trailing plume that can be millions of kilometers long. But this is where it gets even more violent. The whole thing becomes a runaway disaster. As the planet loses mass, its own gravity gets weaker. Weaker gravity means the star can rip away more material even easier. The more it loses, the faster it loses what's left. It's a planetary death spiral. For a recently found world called BD plus 054868 AB, the amount it's losing is unbelievable. It's estimated to be losing the mass of Mount Everest with every single 30.5-hour orbit. At this rate, the entire planet will be completely gone in just a few million years, which is nothing in space-time. Some of these worlds, like BD plus 054868 AB, even have two tails, a long one trailing behind and a shorter one in front, making it an even crazier and more unbelievable sight. This all sounds terrible, but finding these dying worlds is the most electrifying opportunity for science. It's a cosmic laboratory giving us the chance to do something we've only ever dreamed of, performing a planetary autopsy. Usually figuring out what a rocky exoplanet is made of is almost impossible. We can guess from its size and density, but we can't just look at its core. But these disintegrating planets are a total game changer. They are turning themselves inside out for us to see. That long tail of vaporized rock is like a giant ghostly fingerprint. As the dust cloud passes in front of the starlight shines through it. Using incredibly powerful tools like the James Webb Space Telescope, Astronomers can use a technique called transmission spectroscopy. Different minerals in the dust block specific colors of light. By seeing which colors are missing from the starlight, scientists can figure out exactly what the dust is made of. Are these worlds made of the same stuff as Earth's mantle? Do they have crazy exotic minerals? Recent JWST observations of another dying planet, K222b, have already given us clues, finding magnesium silicate minerals that probably came from its evaporating mantle. This is exoplanet geology happening in real time. By studying the tail, we can piece together the planet's insides layer by layer as it gets peeled apart. It's like we're reading the final chapter of a world's life story, from its crust down to its core. This helps us understand how all rocky planets are made, even our own. What other insane planetary stories are waiting for us out there in the dark? If you thought this trip to the edge of planetary destruction was as amazing as we did, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell for more insane deep dives into the cosmos. And let us know in the comments what cosmic mystery should we investigate next. Thanks for watching.